Welcome back to another video. My name is Kyle, and I didn't budget in December. That's not entirely true, but I did a terrible job of budgeting in December, which I don't think will come as any surprise because I put zero money aside for Christmas throughout the year, and yeah. And on top of that, I've been off from work since December 23rd, and then the time period there, I was just buying stuff and shouldn't have, but we're going to get back on track and kind of go through our usual end of the month and then get into January. So that's what we're going to do today. And let's do that. Let's get into YNAB. You need a budget. Here we go. So I thought what we would do is just look quickly at the reports. I do not spend a lot of time in reports because I don't know why. I just don't. So I spent a whole bunch of time in YNAB yesterday going through the reports, which we'll talk about in a second, but also going through my payees. YNAB does a really good job for the most part of analyzing, who you give your money to and kind of putting them in there. But depending on how the POS system works and the web transaction goes, you might have like 4 or 5 different vendors for the same thing. Like, for example, I pay the city of Monroe for my utilities, for water and for garbage, not utilities, but water and garbage. And I had like 5 different entries from the city of Monroe in all weird formats. They've changed payment systems, and as that happens, so I went through yesterday and I cleaned up all of the payees that are in there, and yeah, so that's what I did yesterday, and uncovered a strange issue in the reports. So we're going to talk about that right now. So I've got 2 different reports. There's I'm clicking on the wrong thing here. Let's go in here. So there is the reports for oh no, let's refresh. So there's the reports for for YNAB, and then there are the reports for Toolkit for YNAB, which I was going through and just comparing the inflow outflow reports, or income versus expense, and noticed something strange. So I went through this one here. Yeah, here. Wait a second. Oh, I see what I didn't have this set this for year to date. And why are you not scrolling? That's weird. So I was looking at this one and comparing it to the Toolkit for YNAB and noticed that the total was different. So this is the total total net income for the year, which was $3,371.19. Actually changed since yesterday because I bought more stuff, but the difference was actually a pending transaction that was upcoming that for whatever reason the Toolkit for YNAB doesn't take into account. So if you're going through this and your numbers aren't matching, you might have a pending transaction. So I don't know if I have one now. I didn't look. That's the info. Where's the one? Income versus expense. This is the one I was looking at. What I do like about this one, just close all these for a second. Should have done this before. What I do like about the Toolkit for YNAB version is it tells you your savings rate, which is kind of cool. So it's $3,371.19. I think that does match, but knowing the savings rate it's pretty cool to know that, and it calculates that automatically. So anyway, I mean, things are looking good. I mean, I spent less than I took in, which was kind of what I hope would happen, and I hope to make this number better next year. So that's about all I do with reports. I mean, I went through and went spending by payee, which you can look at how, weird this is. It's a weird one, but there's a lot of weird stuff in here. I spent way too much money on McDonald's this year, and but I'm a fat guy and I like McDonald's, so um that's kind of the way it is. So anyway, let's get into the actual stuff. We'll do our closeout here, and get ready for next month, which is the month of January. The month of January is going to mark a 1 year for me with YNAB. So this is one of the this is the longest I've done in YNAB. Is a year. So my camera is doing all sorts of crazy nonsense. What is it doing? Sorry, it keeps switching to auto exposure, and I'm telling it not to use auto exposure because I did the exposure. All right. So yeah, let's go through. What I like to do is I like to go through and look at all of my green categories, or green available money, and stick it back into ready to assign, and then go from there. The one exception is going to be groceries, because I have some groceries that are going to come out today, and I actually bought them today, forgot what the actual total was, didn't take the receipt, so I know it's about $57, so I've got $60 in there to cover that. So this mortgage extra payment is not one that we're going to move up, but this we're going to move. In fact, I'm going to move all of this here actually first. We're going to assign that money to month ahead. So I like to do this just so I have an idea of what, where I'm at with month ahead. Not very good, but that's okay. So we're going to move all of this money to month ahead. I think I found out last time that I can actually do this in one fell swoop, but it's more fun to do it this way. Oops. Month ahead. So the groceries we're going to keep there. Gas. Do I want to get gas before the end of the year? I don't think so. I've got to go to work on Thursday and Friday. I've got enough gas to cover that. So let's just move that to there. This is going to stay. That's going to stay. Everything else should be good. All right. Not a great number. Let's just record it and move along and forget it ever happened, because it's not a great number. 1950-73. Where am I? Financial stuff. 1950-73 and back. Okay. So then what I do is I take all this money and I move it to ready to assign, and then we move forward and start budgeting it. So let's do that. Why do I put it here first? Just so I don't have to do the math. And yeah. So we'll go to ready to assign. And the reason I do this the month before is this activity now in month ahead will show that I've moved the money out, and I don't want it to show that money next month because it'll be negative and it hurts my brain. So let's go to January, and we'll go one by one, and let's get this done here. So this sort of stuff is generally for the next paycheck, so we're going to forget that. Jeep 40875. We'll talk about the Jeep in 1 second once I do this. 40875. The cool thing with the Jeep is I'm going to open up the payoff simulator because I think it'll show my balance. It will. My balance is now under $10,000. Not by a lot, but it's under $10,000, which is so cool. We've got 7 payments left. 7 payments by July. This will be done. So it's actually 14 payments because I do them 2 payments a month, but whatever. So Jeep, and then cell phone $35, electric $78, water is $65, internet $61.31, insurance $131.64. I don't know if I ever updated you on the insurance claim that I put in. So the guy hit me back in September. I got that letter that said, hey, this guy wasn't covered for insurance. So I called and I was like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, yeah, we're just going to send this out to our third party claim service and try to recover the money. I have not heard anything since. The claim is still open. They're still trying to recover the money. So I'm thinking that I'm out $500. They said it won't affect my insurance, which is cool. So that's where we're at with that. Nothing can really be done, and I might be at $500, which annoys me, but what are you gonna do? There's not much you can do. So this is going to be 1308.23 divided by 2, 654.12, and this is going to be 250. This is going to be 200, and I've got $66.91 left. Oh no. Let's I know this will be fine. We'll do 160 here, and we're gonna move fix this with eating out. Bingo bango. There we go. That will take care of that. Yeah, that's fine. That will be just fine. So yeah, let's copy over our goals for the month. And go here. Let's hit OK. And then we'll go back and talk about them for a moment. So, New Year, and everyone kind of goes through their goals. I kind of do it every month. I kind of look at the goals and just kind of say, is this where I still align? Yes, it is, or no, it's not. And I fix it. So one of the problems I have with the new year is, and setting goals in the new year, is that if you want to set goals, in 2 weeks, are you really going to wait 50 weeks before you set the new goal? That's a waste of time as far as I'm concerned. So I try to do it every month, just kind of check in. So Payoff Jeep is still at the front and center. Me is something that I've been doing better with. Yeah. Month ahead, we're not going to do a projected month ahead because it's too late. And it's going to be depressing. So let's skip that. Once the Jeep is paid off, we're going to increase our Roth contribution at work, which is still, in the plans. Then we're going to do the emergency fund and then pay off the house. As far as I'm concerned, goals are good to go. So we'll just hit OK. And that's it. Another kind of short one. We'll be back in a week or two to do the first paycheck of January 2025. So there might be another video coming out about a potential side hustle. Who knows? Maybe. So yeah, hope your holidays were good. Hope your new year is even better. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. See ya.